Good evening.
Monday the 11th of May 2020. Welcome once again to another evening of
Just want to hear. Hello.
song and confession.
That's right, we're here.
So we're just checking that we have a feed, which we seem to have. So thankfully another nice evening here in northwest Donegal. So just checking. So delighted that people are joining us. Just sit yourselves down, have yourself your cup of tea and whatever. And
Beautiful evening here, isn't it? Lovely sunny evening. It's a little bit cooler actually earlier on. John Coyle is with us. Hello, John Coyle. You're welcome. Yes.
so, oh dear, high pressure,
All the lies.
high winds, cold easterly wind, northeasterly wind here today.
27.
So when you were out of the wind, it was lovely and warm. We went out for a walk down by the shore, and reluctantly we brought our swimming togs with us, and not intending, as the fella says, not intended to get in because it was cold. But once we got down there and we were shaded from the wind, it wasn't bad. And we did a short entry into the water, which afterwards proved invigorating and warm when we had a cup of tea. So
Anyway, Paul Flaherty is here from Cork, Terry Griffin is here, Ray Byrne is here, Teresa Laverty from Ballybuffet. So you're all very welcome here this evening. You might let us know what it's like in your part of the world. John Coyle, what's it like up there, John? Yeah.
thankfully another nice evening here in northwest. So just some feedback there. So again, looks like the weather's good in Dublin as well. So anyway, sure, if our mood is good, isn't that the most important thing? So again, the height of our excitement of our day, we're going to have another Desert Island disc collection this time from
Nancy and Chuck.
Nancy Polis Ozil and Chuck from
Nashville, Tennessee.
From Nashville in Tennessee. So
The songs are All the Lies That You Told Me, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, On Raglan Road, The Water is Wide, Wonderful Tonight, Scarborough Fair. So then there's a couple more like Love's Been Good to Me. So we've got Anya New Rourke. She's all quizzed out. Anya was not with us on Saturday night because she was doing a family quiz. However, she explained yesterday evening, the internet kept breaking down on them and they wanted to do it again last night. So you're welcome back, Anya.
I tried to participate in the quiz there, and the first question to me was, what's the insect which has taste buds on its feet? There you are.
Anyway,
Well, and I was wondering, I couldn't get any hints. I was saying, like, is it big or small? No hints, sorry. And that was an entry level to the quiz. So I said, I'd never work in those quizzes, not like the old Leaving Cert, I could have learned it off by heart. So if anybody, there's no point in looking it up, like, that's not cheating. But if you happen to be either bright enough or dumb enough to know what insect
I know who would know that.
Do you know, Mary?
No, I don't know, but Louis knows. And there is a...
That you can't look it up. If you're looking it up, like, it's cheating. And we work on an honour system here that you can't
There's
cheat.
an insect and he's got big eyes, big red eyes, and I think he's green and he may very well have taste buds on his feet. So Joe Kane, a sunny evening in Rathode. Ray Atchison, you're welcome this evening.
And Tommy Gallagher.
Thomas Gallagher is with
Tommy, I
us
hope
as
you
well.
got that guitar out practicing, because you never know. One of these days soon we're all going to meet up at in a nicely socially distant space locally here where we can sing a few songs together.
So I
We're
think
looking
we should
forward
do
to
something.
that.
Nancy, I don't believe, is with us yet. So Nancy, you might let us know if you are in fact with us. So perhaps we could start off with something like
Yeah, we could start
Yarmouth
with
Town or one of
Yarmouth
those,
Town.
or any other one that we like until
Or-
Nancy joins us. Okay.
So we have been playing Yarmouth Town for a couple of nights, just to be helpful if we picked up the right book. So again, just to say that we've got to go to our books, and these books have been repurposed to try and fit them into to make the text bigger and narrower on the screen. The downside of it is I have to interrupt the music more often to change it over. But anyway, look, it is what it is, as the fella said.
Yeah.
In this song here, I'll try and hold a verse and a chorus always on the same time. And of course, I don't remember where it's played. How's it? Yarmouth Town, there lived a man. I think it's played open.
We'll have to look it up because
I think it's played open anyway.
it's not meant.
Yeah, it's played open, so we play it like this. I hope. Again,
Nancy is with us now, so we're going to do the song. Nancy, we were going to do the song whilst we were waiting.
This is just a warm up, Nancy. We were just waiting for you to come in from the cotton fields there in Nashville. Get these images of Nashville, whatever it's like, down tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, from Nashville to Yarmouth Town, which is on the east coast of England, a place of famous fishing heritage. I love this song. I call this my "Won't You Come Down" song. And it dates back to the early 70s, watching Planksty play this with their lovely energy. In Yarmouth Town there lived a man, sure he had a little tavern down by the strand. The landlord had a daughter fair, pretty little thing with the golden hair. Oh, won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Oh, at night there came a sailor man, sure he's asked the daughter for her hand. Why should they marry you, she said, sure I've got all I want without being wed. Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? But if with me you do want to linger, sure I'll tie a piece of string all around my finger, and as you pass by you pull on the string, I'll come down and let you in. Oh, won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? At closing time the sailor man, sure he's gone to the tavern down by the strand, and as he passed by he pulled on the string, she's come down and she let her Jack in. Oh, won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Now he's never seen such a sight before, 'cause the string around her finger is all she wore. Oh, won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Oh, the sailor stayed the whole night through, and early in the morning went back to his crew. When he told them about the maiden fair, pretty little thing with the golden hair. Oh, won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Well, the news it soon went around, and the very next night in Yarmouth Town there were 40 sailors pulling on the string. She's come down and she let them all in. Oh, won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Oh, won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? So all young men that to Yarmouth go, if you see a pretty maid with her hair hanging low, then all you got to do, pull on your string. She's come down and she let you all in. No, won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town?
Wonderful. Breach McLaughlin
So that's a
is
nice,
here with us from Cleggan.
A nice song there to warm us up, and a cold, breezy, sunny Suffolk. Yeah, it's the swirling northeasterly wind seems to be passing over all our northern provinces today, and yet the underlying, when you're away from the breeze, it's still quite lovely. So anyway,
yeah. So Maria Fordham is here from Bedford. Nancy, she's ready to go. Louis Brown is here from Suffolk. And Maria Fordham says, good evening all. Bridget McLaughlin from Cleggan. Sheila McMahon from Dundalk.
And James P. Conlon watching. Not sure if you've been here before, James. If you have or haven't been, you're welcome again. So this is an online sing-along. That's what this is, SingSong. The whole idea is that, obviously we all can't physically play together in the same room, and we're just trying to emulate what a sing-song would be like, the normal sing-songs that we've over the prior to COVID-19, we all would have had down the local men's shed on a Wednesday evening from 7 to 10 o'clock. So that's what it is, and essentially what we do is we just put the words and chords on the screen. We call out whatever capo position and we try and just sing along. So what we're doing at this phase, this part of what we're doing at the moment, is Desert Island Disc thing, where we've asked people to post their top favourite 5 songs that they would take out of these 2 books, that they would take with them if they had restricted inventory to bring with them to a secluded place like a desert island for a period of time. We've had really interesting stuff from people in the last number of nights. Last night we had Ray Atchison, some lovely collection of songs. And tonight we have Nancy and Chuck from Nashville in Tennessee, and their choices have been All the Lies You Told Me, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, On Raglan Road, The Water Is Wide and Wonderful Tonight. So we're gonna we'll have a go at these, and again I commend you to send your suggestions to Mary by posting them to her, and we'll see if we can do them. So we start off with
All the Lies That You Told Me.
All right. So again,
Page 27, book 1.
Yeah, just
Sheila.
Please don't just forget the numbers, because these books have been completely repurposed. Simply, there's 900 pages in the book now, because they're soft copy and they're done specifically so we can do what you can see on the screen, make them wide. So I won't go into confusing issues with anybody. All right.
So just to say that this song was written by, is that Christy Hennessy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Christy Hennessy, and it was recorded. I think he sang it, but it was what do you call her, Frances Black, who recorded it, and it's through her version that it's become so well known. Now, Christy Hennessy was born in Tralee in County Kerry. He died I think it was 2007. He left school at a very early age. I think it might be 11 and a half or something. He couldn't read or write. He was severely dyslexic. However, he played guitar from a very early age, and I think his first guitar he got when he was 6 years of age, but it was made from a tea chest by a friend of his. And anyway, he died in London, I think it was 2007, and he sang with his daughter. Do you remember her name? No. But anyway, that's...
Lovely singer. So we're going to sing this open. Lovely song sung by Christy Hennessy. He had a particular type of voice. I'm not sure how you describe it. Wasn't a bassy voice like mine, but lovely authentic voice. And also by Frances Black did a beautiful job. So hi Kathy Anderson and Peter in Ballybofey, or Ballybofey Stranorlar, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
All the lies that you told me, all the tears that I've cried, all the loving you gave me, it was a lie. I could never imagine when I felt so high that there could be somebody new, better than you in my life. When I woke up this morning with tears in my eyes, I never felt could never imagine when I felt so high that there could be somebody new, better than you in my life. Am I just fooling myself? Could there be somebody else? Only somebody new, waiting around the corner. Yes, there is, waiting for you, waiting for someone like you. All the nights that you told me your loving was mine, and I wanted to listen to all of your lies. I could never imagine when I felt so high that there could be somebody new, better than you in my life.
There's more.
Am I just fooling myself? Could there be somebody else? Could there be somebody new, waiting around the corner? Yes, there is, waiting for you, waiting for someone like you. All the nights that you told me all your loving was mine, now there could be somebody new, better than you in my life. Now there could be somebody new, better than you in my life.
Lovely song. Now Nancy seems to like the Donna Taggart version of this. We've never heard Donna Taggart sing that. So
again, Nancy
she's
is
from Oma.
Okay, so Nancy sends us this is a picture of Gotham City, I presume, Nancy, is it?
Must be in, I think that must be Nashville, is it?
I think this is Gotham City, because this couldn't be Nashville.
Where is Gotham City?
I don't know, it's in your head.
Let us know.
Nancy, will you let me know, because I thought we were going to be looking at cowboy saloons and bars where Chris Christopherson would walk in there with his cowboy boots on him. Is this really Nashville, the Nashville skyline?
No, what did you call it? Gothic,
well, Mary
City?
messaged me these photographs over from you, Nancy, so I presume it is. No, sorry, I'm just saying it looks like Gotham City. That's all.
Yes.
On the other hand, now, this might be, is this your garden
That's
in
from their
Nashville?
backyard. That's their backyard, yeah.
Oh, very nice.
It's beautiful. Gorgeous flowers.
And little figurines hiding in your flowers. Now, so if this is your back garden, it's gorgeous. It looks absolutely beautiful.
Ines Rodriguez is with us here.
Hermione, what's it? It's Hermione. Hermione is Christie's daughter's name.
I can never pronounce that. That's the reason I didn't
The
try.
iconic Batman. So look at, I wasn't that far wrong. Look at the iconic Batman building. I didn't realise it was Batman. But I get it now. It just looked to me. Why did I think it was Gotham City?
I think you did say that in your message. All right. Peggy is with us tonight. So you're welcome, Peggy. Peggy has been very busy with her bees and her chickens.
And again, once again, Annette Rodriguez from California. Delighted to have you back. Hope things are going well with you guys. Hard to know in the world where all the different developments are taking place. You know, different countries seem to be having exit strategies for the COVID crisis after weeks and weeks and weeks. Some countries like Russia seem to be rushing up now with the increased numbers, etc. And of course, we've as much lack of clarity as we ever had about what's the way out, the way forward, etc. But look, we can only wish each other well and hope to enjoy a few songs with each other on the journey. So, Annette, I'm not sure if you've been here since we started this Desert Island Disc concept of people picking 5 songs that they like from our 2 songbooks that they would bring with them in a situation situation where they were to be isolated on a desert island with limited resources for a period of time, just allowed to bring 5 songs with you. So Nancy Polis, Hosel and Chuck from Nashville have put forward their 5 songs, and one being the first one we just sang there, All the Lies You Told Me. Now we're going on to Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain.
Yeah, before that, just to say welcome to Nancy and Ed Cleary from Pittsburgh. You're welcome. Nancy it's really the Bellsides Telephone Company. Do you see that? This is really the Bellsides Telephone Company, that building, but we all call it the Batman Building. Had knee surgery last week, says Ines Rodriguez, had knee surgery. So I'm recuperating, listening to my good friends in Ireland. I hope everything is okay for you, Ines.
Sure, and we wish you well and back. Hopefully, I presume after knee surgery, your desire is to try and get back. I have my legs elevated most and iced, so I'm sure you're looking forward all the more to being able to get out and do some gentle walking and stretching. So hopefully, I suppose the most important thing we realise about our legs is just mind them, as we're trying to.
So Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain is Willie Nelson. He's now 87 years old. He didn't die since that, did he? So he's been married 4 times and he has 7 children. And he is part Cherokee. Did you know that?
I didn't, no.
No.
Look a bit of an Indian about him all right, with the long hair.
And has he got red hair? He's got red hair and he had a big red beard. Now, they may be grey at this point, but...
So he's an Irish Cherokee.
An Irish Cherokee, yeah.
It's called Paddy Cherokee. O Donegal, Paddy O Cherokee, Paddy O Go Cherokee, Paddy Mock Cherokee.
So we're putting this on...
So we're doing this again. Beautiful song, this Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. I'm not sure if I can do these. I'd love to be able to do the run-ups the way I see your man doing it. But anyway, we're doing it now. So this bass run is like...
Nigel.
Anyway, one of these
Hello,
days...
Nigel and Vivian.
So anyway, let's go and enjoy it, alright?
Okay.
So capo on 2. In the twilight, though I see them, blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, only memories remain. Through the ages I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain. Someday when we'll meet up yonder, we'll stroll hand in hand again. In a land that knows no parting, blue eyes crying in the rain. Oh, love is like a dying ember, only memories remain. Through the ages I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain. eyes crying in the rain. A lovely choice of song, Nancy. A lovely choice of song. So again, you might explain to us, Nancy, some of these photographs. Remember, we've been watching beautiful photographs from different parts of Ireland, from Germany, from we had some from England recently, from Bedford, wasn't it?
Yes, from Maria and Tim. We had some beautiful photographs.
It's lovely to share these. Like strumming on the Blue Eyes song. Lovely. So look at the whole idea of this is to get people to, I'm not sure if what the...
Nancy, let us know, but you just said that these were from your backyard.
Yeah, but the yellow flowers there...
it looks like Louis flowers. What do you call that? Rapeseed.
I'm not sure if it is rapeseed. That's the point. Those lovely... what are they? Are they dandelions, Mary, in the front?
No, they're daisies.
Daisies. Daisy, give me your answer too. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, 'cause I can't afford a miscarriage.
Isn't that nice? That's not nice. Anyway, this is from the back. That's the back garden again, I think.
Okay, so
what is this?
That's your prison bars, as the fella says. Yeah. Anyway, it looks lovely out there. Trees look. I hope your trees. I wonder how your trees are affected by those storms that you had recently. So your third choice of song, again, an excellent choice, if I say so myself, on Raglan Road. And I know Nancy and Chuck were here in Donegal visiting here. I think it's 3 summers ago. This will be the third summer.
This will be the third summer.
I know you had a lovely time here, and that's where we met you. And
by the way, they were meant to be coming back this summer, except that's obviously all off now at the moment.
We have to readjust wherever we're at nowadays. That's our. So John Cooley, you're welcome. So what do they call it? Blue Eyes.
Blue Eyes, yeah.
I was on to. So we're just noting on the capo position so we can put them book. So we're doing on Raglan Road, guys.
So this is called, Nancy says, all the fields are covered with butcherweed in the spring.
Butterweed, all right.
Yeah, butcherweed.
It's the lovely yellow of Irish butter. Lovely. So we're going to do Raglan Road, beautiful song, based on the original music of a song in Irish, Fáinne Gallen Lay, the bright ring of the day, talking about the sun rising, etc. So this is the poem written by Paddy Gavin set to that music.
Yeah, sung by?
Well, just sung by us all here today.
All of us here, yeah, okay.
So then it open. So join in, folks, in this lovely song along with Nancy and Chuck. Hope you are enjoying yourselves in Nashville. On Raglan Road on an autumn day, I saw her first I do. The turn our care will leave us there, that I might one day rue. I saw the danger and I passed along the enchanted way, and I said, let's grieve the falling leaf at the dawning of the day. On Grafton Street in November, we tripped lightly along the lane of a deep ravine where can be seen the worth of passion's pledge. Queen of hearts still making turns, and I not making hay. Sure I love too much, and by such is happiness thrown away. I gave her gifts, all the mine. I gave and word and tint, though without sins. I gave her poems to say, with her own name there and her own dark hair, like clouds over field of May, on a quiet street where all ghosts meet. I see her walking now, away from me so hurriedly. My reason must allow to die of love, not as I should, a creature made of clay. When the angel woos the clay lose his wings at the dawn of day.
This song was initially called The Girl with the Long Black Hair, and Patrick Kavanagh, I don't know which street it was in Dublin, but he met this young woman. She was 18 and a student in the College of Surgeons, and he fell for her. He was 46 at the time, she was 18. It didn't work out. Her name was, what was her name? God, it's terrible. Can't remember just now. What was her name?
Anyway,
Oh Lord.
that was Kavanagh. He had an eye for the young ones, all
An Eye
right.
for the Young Ones, yeah.
Um,
This is a beautiful song. It's always a beautiful song.
So again, Nancy, let's just see. So that picture there. So Nancy Cleary sent us a number of pictures. So Nancy,
No, it's not
did Nancy send you some list of songs?
Nancy Cleary, no, she
Yeah.
didn't. No.
So Nancy, perhaps you'd like to join in on the whole fun of that concept of having, selecting 5 songs out of our 2 song books, which, by the way, just again to remind people to just join the Meitheal Ceol Facebook group, because in there, the top post held up there as announcements contain the 2 PDFs that we're talking about. So put together maybe a list of songs and send them to us, and then we can we can just sew the images that you've shown in with them as well. So I presume this is out on your porch. Do you know we should sing the song
This
to
is
that
Nancy.
picture?
This is not Nancy Cleary, by the way. I believe that's Nancy Pullis in Nashville.
I
Unless
get
I'm
it.
wrong.
I get it, Mary. Sorry, folks, just for your confusion. The only pictures that I'm showing here are the ones that Nancy Polis Hosel has sent to me. Okay, the other ones, they're coming into a different space. So, but what I'm saying, Nancy Cleary, is we'd put them together and perhaps send Mary a list of the songs that you'd like. But when I look at this picture, I know the song we're going to sing now is "The Water Is Wide."
Yes.
But we have a song called the Roseville Fair, and that's jumped out at me. We'll sing that maybe when we finished your selection about I sat in the porch. I'd love to come back to that photograph. But the song we're going to sing now is again
Before that.
lovely. Sorry, Mary. What?
So Peggy wants to know whose beautiful garden is that? Nancy. That's Nancy Pullis in Nashville. Peggy, I know you have beautiful pictures that you can send as well to accompany your choice of song.
Yeah, so I mean, look, at the lovely thing is to be able to see each other's worlds. And you know what's amazing? All of us who are doing this seem to have an appreciation of things that are green and that are growing. Like nobody sent us really horrible concrete buildings and steel erections and all that. We didn't get that. So isn't that interesting, isn't it?
Hilda Moriarty was the name of that girl.
Okay, so Mary's doing quizzes at the moment.
Nancy says, "Welcome to the south. Gorgeous porch." Says Maria Fordham.
So now when we sing that song, I think that just jumped out at me the minute I saw that of the porch and south. I can imagine. I have this sense of lovely warm summer evenings and sitting out in the porch. See, the problem here in West, where we are in West Donegal, it might be nice of it even, but generally there's a breeze, so it's breezy.
So just to say about The Water Is Wide, this is the American version of Carrickfergus, where lovers are separated by unsurmountable obstacles like lakes and oceans and rivers, and so that kind of particular theme is found in most English-speaking countries. And this song is also called Walla Walla, Wally Wally, It's of Scottish origin and it dates back to the 1600s. It was published in 1906 by a man called Cecil Sharp in Folk Songs from Somerset, okay? And it was really about the marriage of a guy called James Douglas. He was the second Marquess of Douglas to Lady Barbara Erskine. And Benjamin Britten has used this particular tune or this air he was a composer, a pianist and a conductor back in 1948. I think he did this piece.
And for me, I think that hold on. I remember this out of the film, particularly I said this before, River Wild with
yes.
Meryl Streep in it, and I think somebody pointed out made a group of songs were the Cowboy Junkies. Never heard them before after, but they did a magnificent version of this in a lovely lilting way. It went very well with the Whitewater Rapids. So Natalie from Macheda, looking forward to a grand session after a busy day. So anyway, I hope you're well and you're welcome here.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to sing this open.
Okay.
The water is wide and I cannot cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. There is a ship, she sails the sea, she's loaded deep as deep can be, but not so deep as the love I'm in. I know not if I sink or swim. I lean my back against some young oak, thinking he was a trusty tree, but first he bended and then he broke, and thus did my false love to me. Down in the meadow the other day, a gathering flowers both rich and gay, a gathering flowers for the red and blue. I little thought what love could do. I put my hand into some soft rose, thinking the sweetest flower to find. I pricked my finger into the bone and left the sweetest flower alone. Oh, love is gentle and love is kind, light as a jewel when first it's new, but love grows cold and waxes cold and fades away like the morning dew. The seagulls wing, they turn and die, the mountain stands beside the sea. This world we know turns round and round, and all for them and you and me. The water is wide, I cannot cross over, and neither have I wings to fly.
Raglan Road,
My
love,
love,
that tune was also used in many, many, many hymns. Maybe some of you would know that. Okay, so the next one then is...
So that's how we've done 4 songs of your songs already. So I hope you're happy with your desert island disc choices, Nancy and Chuck. So the last one of the 4 songs you did were All the Lies You Told Me, Blue Eyes Cry in the Rain, on Raglan Road, and that lovely song The Water's White. It's wonderful to get these, to be able to have these songs pointed out to us, because they're all sitting in that wonderful, the book. It's just magic to come across. You keep come across and God, we have that in the book. I forgot we had that. We never got around. Haven't sung that for a while, etc. As is the next song, Wonderful Tonight.
Forgot to say hello to Fergus. To Fergus, you're welcome this evening.
Or how are you, Fergus? I saw you slip in the back door there, Fergus. I hope things are well with you, and I hope you're enjoying the songs. And again, I recommend. Oh, let's see, where's the song? Yep. Just to encourage people to send in, same Fergus, you had some lovely photographs where you are as well, but send in a recommended 5 songs, said your songs, I suppose songs for reflection on our desert island journeys, when we can just say there's 5 songs that would be uplifting, challenging, reminiscent, associational, whatever they are, but it'd be lovely to have
So
them.
this is a very special song for Nancy and Chuck. They always ask for it to be played when they're out. It's also a very special song for me, and perhaps for Liam as well. So yes,
That's really good.
It's a very special song for me, and perhaps for Liam as well. Perhaps. I want to tell you a bit about it. So it was written by Eric Clapton, and he was born in Ripley in North Yorkshire. He's now 75 years of age. So he was diagnosed in 2017 with peripheral neuropathy, and I'm not sure if he's able to play anymore. So this is where the nerves are damaged, and he found it very difficult. And the messages to the brain and the spinal cord, they're interrupted. So in 2017, he cancelled some shows, I believe in America, and he was seen in a wheelchair at LAX, Los Angeles Airport. So he actually thinks that it's his drug use and abuse that has contributed to this disease that he now has. And the song was about Pattie Boyd, and he was waiting for her while she was getting ready to go to Linda and Paul McCartney's annual Buddy Holly party. So he was waiting for her. And Pattie Boyd, she referred to the song in her autobiographical book. And the name of the book was Wonderful Tonight, George Harrison, Eric Clapton and Me. So I know that last year he was meant to have 3 shows in America, perhaps California, Arizona and somewhere else. And in Nevada, so I'm not sure whether or not he was able to do that. But he has difficulty holding his guitar, and I suppose the messages going to the brain, there's a lack of coordination there and everything. So that's a little bit about this particular song.
Perhaps,
darling.
So I'm wondering if we're playing it open. We've got so much preparation now, we haven't even worked that out.
No. What page is that? It's Wonderful Tonight. 443, book 1.
It's late in the... So I think it's certainly going to be a bit higher than that, anyway.
Let's see.
It's late in... So we'll try it in capo position 2. We'll try it in 2, guys, okay?
We'll try 2 then, okay.
Yeah, it's just lovely, gentle song, beautiful album beautiful song by Eric Clapton.
Yeah. That's our special, Nancy says, that's our special song. We always request that when we are out. 2, on 2. Hang on now. It's a very special song. Okay.
It's late in the evening. She's wondering what clothes to wear. She puts she asked me, hey, do I look alright? And I say, yes, you look wonderful tonight. We go to a party and everyone turns to see this beautiful lady that's walking around with me. And then she asked me, do you feel alright? And I say, yes, you look wonderful tonight. I feel wonderful because I see the love light in your eyes. And the wonder of it all is that you just don't realize how much I love you. Oh, it's time to go home now. And I've got an aching head, so I give her the car key. She helps me to bed, and then I tell her as I turn out the lights, I say, my darling, you were wonderful tonight. Oh, my darling, you were wonderful tonight. You were wonderful because I seen the love light in your eyes. And the wonder of it all, that you just don't realize how much I love you.
So, Sean Lawless is with us here. Let's see what Nancy says. Peggy, is the weather nice where you both look tanned? It's cold here, freeze overnight. Tomorrow night, through tomorrow
Sean
night.
Lawless, she's going to be singing Clementine for me next.
Did I address him as darling? I did. I said, yes, darling. Or yes, honey. Or yes. What other? Cupcake.
Hey, it's a great thing is Natalie and I heard it too. You can always
Did
play
you
this.
hear it too,
You
Natalie?
can always play this
Oh,
back. Mary
Natalie.
likes taking a record of. I have been known in my time to record all my conversations, mostly because I was just checking, not on my own sanity, but there's a fundamental element of sanity to be able to remember your own lies, or truths, or whatever you're.
Well, in fact, Joe Kane says something by George Harrison was also dedicated to Patty Boyd, who was his first wife. Now, Peggy was telling us something here.
Sorry.
So Peggy, she wants to know is the weather nice here. We both look tanned. It's cold here, freeze overnight through tomorrow night, but summer weather gets here later in the week. Okay.
Well,
Such a beautiful song, says Maria Fordham. Now, what are we going to do next?
so we're going to do the Roseville Fair. I
Roseville.
would just dig it up first, and I just, if I show you why the picture that Nancy sent us.
Oh, wonderful tonight.
There, I wonder, is it in this book? Well, it's the Roseville Fair, but there's a particular verse in this, and again, when you listen to Roseville Fair, Roseville Fair. So it's a lovely. That's the bit. Oh no, that's roses are red. Sorry, roses are red. Sorry, Roseville Fair is down here.
What page is that? Oh, you don't know. Is it in book? It is, yeah. Book one.
It is, yeah.
Or I see.
That one there, you know that one. We courted well and we courted dearly, and we rocked for hours on your front porch chair. So the minute, just want to say to you that, Nancy, when you sent us this picture here, that's the picture that, now obviously there isn't, well, there is a rocking chair there, so, but I suppose I have these images of American films in the South. What's the film with, is it Cool Hand Luke with Paul Newman in it, and the swinging rocking chairs, etc. But of that, it gives off the image of a lovely sultry evening. So just holding that image in mind is what I want to do as we're singing this beautiful song, which Liam Clancy sang so magically, majestically and magically, the Roseville Fair.
Yes, it's beautiful. And this is still for you, Nancy and Chuck. And there's one more as well that you've asked. Love's Been Good to Me. So...
Oh, you will do that.
There's...
So we're going to play this open.
Yeah.
And again, a beautiful little lilt in it. Oh, the night was clear and the stars were shining and the moon rose up so quiet in the sky, and the people gathered round and the band was tuning. I can hear them now playing Coming Through the Rhine, and we danced all night to the fiddle and the banjo. Their drifting tune seemed to fill the air so long ago, but I can still remember how we fell in love at the Roseville Fair. You were dressed in blue and you looked so lovely, just a gentle flower of a hometown girl. You took my hand and we stepped to the music with a single smile. You became my world, and we danced all night to the fiddle and the banjo. Those drifting tunes seemed to fill the air so long ago, but I can still remember how we fell in love at the Roseville Fair. Well, we courted well and we courted dearly, and we rocked for hours on your front porch chair. A year went by since the day I met you, and I made you mine at the Roseville Fair. So here's a song to all you lovers. Here's a tune that only you can share. May you dance all night to the fiddle and the banjo, the way we did at the Roseville Fair. May you dance all night to the fiddle and the banjo, the way we did at the Roseville Fair.
Lovely, lovely, lovely song.
So again, I looked at that picture again, and
It's beautiful, isn't it?
doesn't it bring that sort of concept up to you? There is a song called "Wedding Bells Are Ringing," and Sean, is this a quiz or
In the church.
"Wedding Bells Are Ringing"? Is that a song called "Wedding Bells Are Ringing"
Must
at
be.
the church?
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't be singing "Wedding Bells Are Ringing" in the scrapyard
No.
unless you were steptoeing son or something like that.
Well,
you know?
Peggy Clancy, she wants to know. Risa wants to know if you know Hosier. Or Hosier, how do you pronounce his name? H-O-Z-I-E-R. We've heard of him, all right. Tell us a
We
little
know
bit
what
about
he looks like when we see him. It's
We
funny,
do.
I suppose we saw him. I'll tell you where we did see Hosier quite recently at the start of this COVID crisis. He was on our Friday evening mainstream television show called The Late Late Show in Ireland, and he actually sang "The Parting Glass," which is the song we sing at the end of every night here, and he did a very, very nice rendition of it. He's a big long string of misery, as I'd call him. It probably isn't misery, it's just that's a saying in Ireland, you're big strong. Like, he's a big long lanky fella. And he seems to be the business all over the world. Don't know much about his music or whatever, but he certainly sang that song exquisitely, and just shows you good songs can be carried through generations, you know.
Was that not a Dickie Rock song, Wedding Bells Are Ringing in the Chapel, or was it an Elvis song or something? I'm not quite sure.
Munch on, you got to push the brains a bit more. So Nigel said, first time to hear that song, it's a lovely song. Yeah. So look it up again. In the songbook there's a YouTube link to all the songs that somebody's singing it, and I imagine Nigel that's Liam Clancy singing that song, and again, just the way he articulates the words is most beautiful, you know.
Yeah, Lucia Gallagher is here from Enfield with her husband and her 2 dogs, Lola and Ted.
How do you know her husband's there and the 2 dogs?
Well, I know that she has the 2 dogs there all the time. They're musical dogs as well. Teresa Sprague,
I like the way, I know she has the 2 dogs there, but the husband is kind of, he's an optional.
Yeah, so let us know. Teresa Sprague, my very
Perhaps.
Teresa Sprague, my very good friend, is with us tonight from Croydon. You're very welcome, Teresa. Teresa comes from Cork originally. Time for a cuppa, says Paul Flaherty. Marissa, her darling as well. Marissa, her that too. Nigel O'Mahony, yeah. Lucia, good evening.
So losing sound for time for a cuppa, yeah. So again, I hope, I said before, if at some point the stream drops out, typically when we play them back ourselves afterwards, if we do, we tend not to have a problem afterwards listening back. So we believe our upstream signal is excellent, and just had an improvement on the service today even further. So like we're getting 100 megs up, so it's a lot of speed.
We haven't done.
So we're doing Love's Been Good to Me.
We forgot Scarborough Fair.
Yeah, we're doing Love's Been Good to Me at the moment. Okay, yeah. So just if the stream drops out at any time, what we will do is try and just kill the stream and kick it back in again, which will pick up on the Facebook page. Again, just reminding people that, you know, the whole purpose in getting into doing this in the first place for Mary and I was to try and emulate the sort of the therapeutic experience that singing together has had on us and the people we've sung along with. Not because it's us singing, but just people singing together seems to have that. You don't really have to have a postdoctoral fellowship to analyse this, although there's lots of people in the world doing postdoctoral analysis on the psychoacoustic benefits of listening to music and playing songs. But anyway,
so but the
as the fella says, if seeing is believing, feeling is the God's truth.
Yes.
So that's the feeling I have when I'm singing. Anyway, so this song is
Capo 2.
Capo 2. We don't have it written down. Love's Been Good to Me.
I have it written down here.
It's not in the book, and I just need, because I'm just trying to note these down to modify this version of the book. So that when we kick into it, we can see. So Love's Been Good to Me. So.
Lucia says, yes, Joe and Ted and Lola are here too. Dashing Thomas, here.
Good.
The Dubs say, ye big long streak of misery. They said that down in Connemara as well, Nigel.
And that's probably a term of endearment, just in case if any of our, you know, non-Irish friends missing the subtleties there. Like a fellow would say that to you, how are you a big long string of misery? You know what I mean? It's like saying to somebody, sing us a song you sang at your mother's wedding. You know, these things were never meant to start a row. No, that's not the way it happens. Anyway, capo position 2. Okay.
Yes.
I've been a rover, I've walked alone, hiked 100 highways, never found a home. Still in all I'm happy, the reason is you see, once in a while along the way, love's been good to me. There was a girl in Denver before the summer storm. Oh, her eyes were tender, oh, her arms were warm. She could smile away the thunder, kiss away the rain. Even though she's gone away, you won't hear me complain. I have been a rover, Still in all I'm happy. The reason is you see, once in a while along the way, love's been good to me. There was a girl in Portland before the winter chill. We used to go out courting along October Hill, and she could laugh away the dark clouds, cry away the snow. Seems like only yesterday's down the road I go. I've been a rover, I've walked alone, hiked 100 highways, never found a home. Still in all I'm happy. The reason is you see, once in a while along the way, love's been good to me. There was a girl in Houston out where the hard winds blow. Why I had to leave her, God Almighty knows. For she could take a long hot summer, cool it with a sigh. Words have no more wisdom when it's time to say goodbye. I have been a rover, I have walked alone, hiked 100 highways, never found a home. Still in all I'm happy. The reason is you see, once in a while along the way, love's been good to me. Yeah, top class selections of songs, guys. You've obviously put a lot of preparation into your thoughts of your songs. Lovely photographs to go along with it. So now you're over year 5. Everybody seems to want to get on this playing with extra songs.
Yes.
You know, I mean, the whole idea here was to make it hard.
Never mind him. He's just too strict here.
No, but if you were, I'm telling you, just think about it now. If you were at Checkpoint Charlie and you were allowed to take 5 songs with you, and that's all, you would have to cut these down. And the great thing of it is that, you know, is this the song? Like, people used to ask, what's the nice song you ever heard? And I kept thinking it was Roberta Flack singing whatever. What does she sing?
Oh,
Killing Me Softly with his song. And then you think of so many other songs. No, it's this, no, it's that. So it's great fun when you're mixing around the magic of so gorgeous songs and said. So again, this is the last of the extras. These are your subs, as the fella says. Scarborough Fair. So what a nice sub song to have in there as well.
Scarborough Fair is 305.
And I'm not sure again where Scarborough Fair is sung on.
Book 1, 305.
But we'll have a look and see.
305, book 1. Okay,
I think it might be open actually.
305.
Kathy Anderson, I feel Liam and Mary are feeling very romantic this evening.
Oh, absolutely.
Jeez, I love it when people do my feelings.
Absolutely.
I love it when people do my feelings for me, perhaps.
So, let's see.
Diego, what do you think of that? Hey. So we're going to go to Scarborough Fair now. Again, go. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? So we're going to do it. It's sung open. So again, please do. I shouldn't be. I'm sure I'm not telling you to sing along with these. But I hope you do sing along, and I hope that you've had the chance to, over the last number of weeks, to, I suppose, to say to yourself, look, it'd be nice to bring out your instruments and practice and play them and enjoy them, or else just bring the songs back and sing them, or bring back memories and associations that you personally have had for a lot of these songs, and just bring them out, you know, look at them, enjoy them, and you know, pack them away in a nice part of your mind as memories. There's enough bad stuff going on about us, you know.
Simon and Garfunkel, 1966, and this was recorded on the album Parsley, Sage, Rosemary and Thyme. It's a traditional English song, and the tasks were given to a former lover. They were impossible tasks that this woman gave to her former lover, who lived in Scarborough, North Yorkshire.
You know, I never thought about these as impossible tasks. They probably are.
Well, if you read
No, I know. Well, now, can I say to you, folks, Mary's just given me something now to do. I'm going to read through the lyrics of saying, but I had never thought about them in that vein. I just love the sound of the stuff, but she's probably very right. But she is right.
As we sing it, we will. It'll all.
But you know, somebody has said to me, one of the interesting elements of the way what we're doing, where we put the songs up in front of you on the screen, as we amateurs sing along with it, and essentially we represent either your amateurism or else we embarrass your professionalism. But the great thing about this and playing along or having a go at singing along with us is we're not that bad. We worked out. Listen back to us, is we're not that bad as to put ourselves off playing with ourselves afterwards. Sorry, that didn't come out right. I'm saying we're not that bad as to prevent us playing along with ourselves. This is all playing along with the music afterwards, like Ray Atkinson does when he plays his Bowron in as well. So we're not that bad, and we're not that good as in any way to inhibit you from saying, look, I could have a go at that. So that middle ground was, like, you wouldn't believe it. Imagine if Yehudi Menuhin on the fiddle could sound as amateurish as we do. The difference is he would be making that choice. This is our only choice.
So this is open, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Without no seam nor fine needlework, then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to find me an acre of land. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Between the salt water and the sea strand, then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and gather it all in a bunch of heather. Then she'll be a true love of mine. So are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine.
So were they not impossible tasks? Now I'm going to tell you a little story.
I didn't realise that, but sickles of leather, I never thought
Well,
about
how do
what-
you find an acre of land between?
Well, I was wondering about that. I was thinking of the sea that we have now. The tide was well out today, and you could find a couple of acres there, all right.
And
But
how do you make a cambric shirt without
I
seams in it?
I didn't know what a cambric. I love the words fine needlework, and I missed them. It's the central theme of the essay was that she was pulling the piss out of him, or he's pulling the piss out of her. I'm not sure. I didn't get it. I was just romantic, Cathy, at that stage. Didn't get the hard stuff. Anyway, John Coyle, I know you'd like playing those lovely
I
gentle
just want to
songs
tell you a
along.
little bit more about this
what?
particular
Scarborough
song.
Fair.
Yeah, so it has similarities to a song called The Elfin Night.
Mary's practicing for the music quizzes, by the way.
It's a Scottish ballad, The Elfin Night, and it was traced back to
The Elf of Night.
Elfin, E-L-F-I-N.
The Elfin Night, not the 12th night.
Back to 1670. So in this particular song, the elf threatens to abduct a young woman to be his lover unless she can perform impossible tasks again. So she responds with a set of tasks that he must first perform.
All right. I'll show you yours if you show me mine.
Yes,
sort of
exactly.
Right.
And that is a lovely song, Nancy.
So now we're on that. That was Mary mentioned the Chris or the what do you call them? What do you call the boys who wrote that?
Simon and Garfunkel.
Simon. And there's another song that's equally beautiful. I just turned it on another device there, and it just popped up straight away out of the book, and it's Kathy's song.
Yeah.
So this was another song. Again, I think this is on the Bridge Over Troubled Water album. Maybe somebody can correct me if not. And so Ray Byrne loved that, I think, yeah. And Nancy. So I hope I know since Nancy and Chuck were here, I think over the last 2 years you have sort of rekindled your connection with picking up your instruments and playing them. I think Chuck and his guitar, and you with your guitar and a ukulele, I think. So look, I think you'll agree that it's a lovely way of passing a bit of time. I'm not saying you shouldn't watch telly or Netflix or Amazon Prime, because we do lots of that as well.
So that sorry Liam here, but just before I forget, and I will, The Water is Wide, I referred to the fact that Benjamin Britten had performed it. He for an opera or some such, but he was born in Lowescroft in Suffolk. He was the son of a dentist, and he showed talent very early age. So Lowescroft is a fishing village in Suffolk. So Louis Brown, you might tell us some more about that if you know. Okay. 2 or 1? 2.
Soft and warm, tapping on my roof and walls. So we didn't have any pitch set for this here, but I'm going to suggest that we try it in Capo 2.
Book 1 or 2?
It's in Book 1.
Book 1, Kathy.
I would love this song. The lines that I love out of this song were amazing. I think the words when he says, "With words that tear and strain to rhyme," and the way he rushes strain to rhyme to fit it in there. I just think that was, to me, look, what do I know about poetry or anything like that? But I get that, but I think that's real onomatopoeic, like lovely stuff.
Page 1. Okay, so 2.
I hear the drizzle of the rain, like a memory it falls, soft and warm, continuing, tapping on my roof and wall, and from the shelter of my mind, through the window of my eyes, I gaze beyond those wind-drenched streets to England where my heart lies. My mind's distracted and diffused, my thoughts are many miles away. They lie with you when you're asleep, they kiss you when you start your day. And a song I was writing is left undone. I don't know why I spend my time writing songs I can't believe, with words that tear and strain to rhyme. And so you see I've come to doubt all that I once held as true. I stand alone without belief, as I watch the drops of rain weave their weary paths and die. I know that I am like the rain, there but for the grace of you go I. Gorgeous, gorgeous song.
Lovely. So I have to find this. I have to find the page for the top of this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, that's another. What I will say is the.
Yes. So we had that on 2, did we not? 2. Yes, indeed.
There's a song I think I'd be interested to see if we could play this song, "Crazy Dreams" by
Jim Cornetty.
So now, very, you know, when I think of playing this song, Murphy's Law, a really good folk band, also in Lowestoft. All right. Lovely name, that name, Lowestoft. But this song, "Crazy Dreams," is a song that was written by Paul Brady.
Oh, he said there used to be a big bird's eye factory in Lowestoft. Did you see that?
No, Bird's Eye.
A big bird's eye factory, the most easterly town in the UK. Didn't know that, says Anya. Louis Byrne. Murphy's Law, a really good folk band, also hail from Lowestoft. Thank you. Marley is here from Harper's Ferry. Hello, Marley.
So this song was written, sung and performed by Paul Brady. Now, the thing about Paul Brady, if you're not from Ireland, you may or not have heard of Paul Brady. I think he had a big hit that Tina Turner sang one of his songs, I'm not sure. But Paul Brady, again, beautiful, high-pitched voice, but magnificent guitar player in terms of his ability to create percussion throughout the song, which I can't do, etc. And this song is very much about the percussive nature of the song. But anyway, I still love the song. If you haven't heard it, see if you enjoyed it. I'm going to play it in
2.
In capo position 2.
Yeah.
Oh, snowbound siren in the winter dawn, there's a blizzard blowing in from off the river. It's 10 below and on the city streets, but the feeling in your heart is even colder. The sunrise reaching down the line and the fog bang running out of time. You won't be here when they creep in tomorrow. You're tired of dreaming someone else's dreams when they really don't include you any longer. Miles from home you're sliding down each day, and you need a woman's love to make you stronger. Lately you've been getting down, the voice inside keeps calling out, someone else's dream don't get you nowhere. So shut the suitcase, kiss the year goodbye. Don't let nobody stop you at the doorway. Close the shutters on this empty room where these crazy dreams come crawling to the fire. And head out across that line where she's been waiting all the time. Tell her that you want her there forever. It's still 2 hours till the plane gets down. Can hardly bear to wait another minute. And your sweet loving, babe, is all that I need. And darling, it's been building up inside me. Tonight we'll go and paint this town, drink champagne till we both fall down, find some other crazy dream tomorrow.
So
That's it.
yeah,
Well, it's a song that, I don't know, it'd be great if you could do all the other pitching and all. What about this?
What
Yeah.
about that? Yeah.
This is another verse. This is,
So,
what about this one?
What was that last one now? Crazy Tunes on 2.
So,
Are you doing 2 again?
yeah, we'll stick this at 2. Crying, laughing, Labby So Free.
2.
The only song ever I knew of him, but I think it was just gorgeous. Remember him years ago, seeing him on Top of the Pops. Ryan, put it up on 3.
3.
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
Ryan, on 3. Ryan never did nobody no good, no how. That's why I don't cry. That's why I don't cry. Laughing sometimes 'cause somebody's some good somehow. That's why I'm laughing now. That's why I'm laughing now. Loving never did me no good, no how. That's why I can love you now. That's why I can love you now. Lying never did nobody no good, no how. So why am I lying now? Why am I lying now? Why am I lying now?
2. 3 there.
Yeah, that's another gorgeous song. So look, folks, we're coming to almost the end of another evening of song. Bit of chat, a bit of crack, a bit of romance, a bit of perhaps. Lovely songs from Nancy and Chuck and again a quick run through their lovely environment where they are, very lovely, and again gorgeous Roseville Fair porch, and we rocked all night in a front porch chair, and lovely trees, etc. Beautiful picture of that yellow and a gorgeous
butterweed, I think she called that.
lovely blurred background there with the depth of field, so you just have that smudging of what do you call it, butterweed, is it?
Butterweed, I think she called it.
Sorry, yeah. And then of course we have
they're probably wild daisies.
again you're out your back there, and of course Batman in his Leaning Tower of Pisa building. You said it was a Bell building, is that what you call it?
It was a telephone company anyway.
Oh, right.
Bell something or other.
Labs.
It used to be the Bell Telephone Company once upon a time, but we're doing a Crystal Chandeliers. 2.
Oh, the crystal chandeliers. It's in 2. I think we might have in 2 things. Oh, we don't. Maybe we do. Maybe
Is
we
it
don't.
crystal or that crystal?
Not sure. It's crystal chandeliers.
Crystal Chandeliers.
Anyway, it was lovely to have those lovely songs earlier on, and again I would commend you to message your selection of top 5 songs out of these books that you'd like to sort of be special. You'd send along some photographs along, show us where you're at, where you're from. Lovely to share those pictures. You know, we've had nobody sending us pictures from the desert or Iceland or anything like that, so we all seem to like relatively similar ideas. We did have a bit of ice from Natalie and Machetta, but that was even a nice photograph. So it was nice, nice
Before
ice.
we go, tomorrow night is Ruth's turn tomorrow night.
Okay.
Her selection of songs. We're waiting for pictures, Ruth.
Waiting for your pictures, Ruth. Right. So we're playing this in position capo fret position 2. See how it goes. Oh, the crystal chandelier lights up the paintings on your wall. The marble statuettes are standing stately in the hall. But will the time be crowded as you laughing loud if you dry your tears when the new wears off of your crystal chandelier? Well, I never did fit in too well with folks you knew. It was plain to see that the likes of me don't fit with you. So you traded me for the gaiety of the well-to-do, and you turned away from the love I offered you. Oh, the crystal chandelier lights up the paintings on your wall. The marble statuettes are standing stately in the hall. But will the time be crowded as you laughing loud help you dry your tears when the new wears off of your crystal chandeliers? Oh, I see your picture in the news most every day. You're the chosen girl of the social world, so the stories say. But the paper's smile only lasts a while and it fades away. And the love we knew will come home to you someday. Oh, the crystal chandelier lights up the paintings on your wall. The marble statuettes are standing stately in the hall. Will the time be crowded as you laughing loud help you dry your tears when the new wears off of your crystal chandelier? When the new wears off of your crystal chandeliers.
Could we do Scarlet Ribbons before we go? It's a short one.
Okay, Mary, last one.
This is for Nancy and Chuck.
Okay, Scarlet Ribbons. So we'll.
Anne Simmons,
so
hello Anne.
So again, anybody, and say, remind you, if you missed any of these and you're interested in listening back to any, particularly if you're interested in sort of trying to practice or learn the songs, it's so easy on Facebook. Just click on the beside the post which contains the stream and just save video, and you can go back at any time and play them back. So we're finishing this. Our last song before we sing together a Pardon Glass is Scarlet Ribbon. So delighted again to have people with us. Scarlet Ribbon, let me just see what this is sung in. I picked in. So we try it open and see, okay? Again, another. Folks, I need your help to find the title of an Irish song. I remember Meet Me at the Moon. I need some brave Irish men. It was written by the same person who has written Grace. Meet Me at the Moon. I need some brave Irish men. So Marley O'Donnell Cunningham said, keep losing the other. I think if you play it back perhaps later on, I imagine, I've no reason to believe other than it just might be a temporary downstream problem, I imagine. So you can always listen into it later. So maybe if somebody has an idea of Meet Me at the Moon, I need some brave Irish men. Don't know. That'd be interesting. Who did write Grace anyway?
Grace? Oh yeah. Grace.
Yeah, we might think about that and maybe
Grace, yeah.
What we do is we'll throw that in at the start of tomorrow night. Natalie, we'll copy that and throw that query in. Somebody might be able to look it up as we're singing. So anyway, we'll Scarlet Ribbon. I peeked in to say goodnight. Then I heard my child pray. Send for me some scarlet ribbons, scarlet ribbon for my hair. All the night my heart was aching, just before the dawn was breaking, I peeped in and on her head in gay profusion lying there. Scarlet ribbons, pretty scarlet ribbons for her hair. If I live to be 100, I will never know from where came those lovely scarlet ribbons for her hair. That's lovely. Lovely. So a lovely song to Fergus is that Meet Me at Nelson Pillar. It could be Meet Me at Nelson's Pillar. So we're going to look at that again tomorrow evening. We'll do a bit of research, see if we can find out the name of that song and the words to you, Natalie. So look at, guys, again we've come to the end of another pleasant evening. Yes. One pleasant evening in the month of June, as I was sitting in my sitting room. Jug a punch. These words pop into your brain. A fella doesn't know where they come from. But anyway, sure, it's nice to have all these thoughts. So again, as usual, we're going to finish off with our capo on 4 and the parting glass. And I say, happy to meet, sorry to part, and hopefully we'll see each other again in the next life tomorrow evening. Tomorrow is another day, another life, another day, another life. Just imagine that we were... Hey, nobody came up with the idea of who was the insect with the insect. Mary, did you think about the insect with
I know there's
taste buds on his feet?
There's a little green guy, and he has...
Anyway, look at it. It's
eyes.
a blue bottle.
Big.
Jesus, imagine. You didn't know that. It's a blue bottle. So if anybody asked me to go into those quizzes and bet $50,000 or euro on it, I won't be taking that bet. I know when I'm bait, as the man says.
You were beaten once, weren't you? And I got €100 off him, would you believe, on a bet? Yeah.
Of all the money that e'er I spent, I spend it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I did, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of a wit to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. If I had money enough to spend, and leisure time for to sit a while, there is a fair maid in the town that sorely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips, I own she has my heart enthralled. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, the sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I had, did wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all. So
So Natalie says, thanks for love evening. That's the one, says Natalie. It was meet me at
the pillar.
noon. Meet me at noon, not moon. Meet me at noon.
I think it might be Meet Me at the Pillar. Is that the song? Meet Me at the... Is it?
Fergus says, is that Meet Me at Nelson's Pillar?
Meet Me at Nelson's Pillar, is it?
Yes. So, folks, thank you again for being with us this evening. And
Meet Me at the Pillar, that's the name. And it's by the person you want to look for singing is Jim McCann. Who, so it's not actually necessarily the fellow who wrote Grace, but Jim McCann would have probably... made the song Grace his song. Sadly he's dead and no longer with us, but lovely, beautiful singer. So he sang that song Meet Me at the Pillar as well. So look at once again, folks, delighted that everybody was able to share any time you had with each other. I mean, that's really what it's about, that in some virtual way you're emulating what we might do in real life, now that this is our real life. You know what I mean? This is a real life. Wow, what a life. What a life.
Anyway, it was a lovely day.
My poor dead mother and father had to listen to this. What would they say? Jesus. We'd be down doing the rosary again. That's what we'd be doing. Good luck, folks. Until tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock, Greenwich Mean Time.
Ruth's Choice tomorrow night.
Good luck.
Okay, good.